Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here's another video for the Everything JX3 playlist right here on my YouTube channel. Any video that I do that covers the JX3 hybrid and or accessories, I am dumping it right into its own dedicated playlist, and it's called Everything JX3. So if you want to know about this or learn about the JX3, I have several videos on there that highlight this, that minimize the learning curve, one stick climbing with the JX3. Jump over there and check that playlist out. Today I want to cover an optional accessory for the JX3 hybrid saddle, and that is the headrest system that you see right here. This headrest system costs $38. It comes with 2 mounting bars, 2 mounting clamps, 2 mounting screws, and of course the padded headrest itself. Installing the headrest to the JX3 is really easy. Basically, you will get this clamp system like this. Just take off the wing nut, and now right here on your pack, just to the outside of this black strap, you're simply going to feed this little clamp through, and then on the back side attach your wing nut. Now I find it easier just to turn the clamp itself like that rather than the wing nut. Just screw the clamp in. Now you're not going to go all the way to the frame here, because you're going to take your bar and simply slide that down through like so. Now the bar itself is going to rest on this plastic frame, and the wing nut is going to be used to kind of pull that bar in place, you know, to determine the height of your headrest like that. Really, really easy. And you can crank that down. That's not going nowhere. To adjust it, just simply loosen this wing nut on the other side, and you can raise or lower your headrest. Now for me, I have the accessories pouch here, and I'm just going to take this, I'm going to stretch it over top the headrest and then set that back where it belongs like that. For the headrest pad itself, it's pretty self-explanatory. You have the pad, and then on the back side you have these webbing straps that have a cauterized hole in it. And you'll notice here at the top of each of these bars there is a threaded hole through them that I believe it's a 4mm bolt. That's what goes through there. So you're basically going to take your headrest, put it in front of the bars, and then wrap the webbing strap around the backside like this, and then you'll go ahead and screw that little 4mm bolt in there. Of course, the Allen wrench was provided as well. Once you get that in there, they'll work it a little bit because they did put some shrink wrap on these bars. So that was the one side, and then basically come over here to the other side. That's what the headrest pad looks like once you have it installed. And of course, you can raise this up or down simply by loosening those wing nuts and adjusting it to your head height. There's a few things to think about when you're considering whether or not this headrest is something that you would want to add to the JX3 hybrid system. For me personally, where this headrest option shines is when I am going to be doing all-day sits, when I go to Kansas, or this year I'm going to Iowa, and I know I'll be hunting from daylight to dark, and all day long I'll be in a saddle. In the tree stands, when I would do that, man, it got kind of sketchy at times. I'd be nodding off in my tree stand, you know, day number 3, 4, 5. I'd be tired. In this regards, all you have to do is literally release the straps that hold you in a upright position. You lay yourself back and you're done. If you need to take a 20-minute power nap or something like that, this headrest is for you. Even without the headrest, you can basically scoot down into the seat of the JX3 and you can rest your head right here in this V. The headrest just makes it nicer and a lot more comfortable. The other thing to consider with this headrest is, even though you might not have the intentions on falling asleep or sleeping during long sits, one thing I've noticed just in playing around out here in my yard is the headrest just supports your head when you're in the regular sitting position. It's much like an airplane seat, and not all airplane seats are created equal. I fly a lot, and some seats I have to lean my head back quite a bit until I touch the pad, which then begins to give me neck fatigue. Other seats I barely even have to tilt my head up, and I'm touching the pad, and that's more comfortable for me personally. And I've noticed the same when you install this headrest. Even though you're not trying to sleep, it just supports your head, gives you a little bit more comfort, and I think over the course of long hours and consecutive days, that would help with fatigue in the long run. 3 tips I'll share with you when utilizing the headrest. Number 1, in early season in October, when you're hunting evenings only for a couple hours, you can take the headrest pad off and you can stuff it right here in between the plastic frame and the mesh, and you can create yourself a lumbar support. Then later on, when you're going to hunt in November all day long, you can take it out of here and then utilize it for the headrest like it was designed to be used. Also, I'll point out that when walking in the woods, if you don't want the headrest to be touching the back of the head, you can simply take the headrest and you can flip it over the post and push it down. These straps that you attach the headrest to was designed with enough movement in it so that you can reverse that so that it's not touching the back of your head when you're walking in. The 3rd tip is you can loosen these wing nuts, not to where it's super loose, but enough to where you can reach back with your hand and you can slide these posts up and down like that. That way, when you get to the tree and you go ahead and you flip your headrest back over like that, and you're up in the tree and you're saying, man, I could just use it up a little bit or down, you can reach behind you and you can slowly push and work these bars up and down either way, and you can fine tune exactly where you want your headrest to be. That right there covers the JX3 hybrid headrest. And as always, if there's anything I didn't cover, something you have questions about, drop them in the comment section below and I'll do everything I can to answer that for you. And until next time, good luck to you.